Before I start this video off, I'd like to give this a 24-second moment of silence. Man, I just didn't know how to start this day. This day, it's still hard to process, and it felt like the world has stood still, and it's been a tough day, you know. It really has, honestly. It was really sad and just tragic, and it's hard to see something like that, and it's really tough. Trying to be as positive as possible and stuff, and touch on some things. I did a poll yesterday if I should touch on what's been going on with the whole, you know, since it's a sneaker channel, with the whole sneaker community with the Kobe shoes, right? If you guys didn't know, yes, since Kobe's death, he did pass away, and so did others in the helicopter incident. And of course, once he did pass away, what did everybody do? Everybody went out to grab the, you know, all the Kobe Bryant shirts, jerseys, shoes, of course, and trying to make a buck off it and sell it and resell it for way more than what it should be. And there's a fine line between reselling and taking advantage. I mean, to me, reselling is, you know, it's a touchy subject as well about reselling. And I'm not gonna lie, yes, I have touched on reselling. It's a lot about my channel as of lately. And there's a difference between reselling and what's going on with the whole situation. You know, reselling to me, you know, people, you buy shoes, of course, there's a value to it. People are willing to pay for it. Some people will try to get as much pairs as they can, depending on so on and so forth. But most of the time, I see a lot of resellers, what they do is they buy from other smaller resellers or resellers in general. And if they're smart enough, they can hold it to see if price goes up or down, so on and so forth. That's, you know, that's reselling, and I definitely respect that. That is definitely a hustle. Everyone's here to hustle. Just like buying houses, flipping it, you know, fixing it up, flipping it, you know, just like everything else, tickets, so on and so forth. But for this incident, it's to me, it's pretty grimy, because it's basically taking advantage of people, of, you know, off of a death of an incident, you know. I don't like it. I get it though. Figured this was gonna happen. From what I was hearing, I didn't do this, but people were trying to go to the mall and grab the latest whatever Kobe's they could possibly get in, you know, outlets, Foot Locker, so on and so forth, in the malls. Just grab everything. Everything's sold out pretty much. It was pretty much gone. And, you know, to grab it, to either the people that want to get it to keep it, because this is probably the last time they can actually grab a pair of Kobe and just want something memorable, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. Or it's for the people that actually just trying to take advantage and resell that over this. There lies the problem there, because, you know, to me, that's like if, say, you know, you had a death in your family, and then people start to sell T-shirts of your family in front of you or something like that. You know, that's the kind of line there it is, like that. You know, it just doesn't feel right. There's no humane to it to me. I feel like there should be a fine line between that. So, I mean, just if you just look on just the shoes alone on like StockX right now, you got the Kobe 6 going for about like $150. Now people are asking for $1,000. See, and of course the Preludes, they were going for not that much, and now people are asking for $2,500. And my goodness, the PE Kobe's Jordan 9s, they're going for like $500. These things were mad bricks, outlet shoes, you know. Of course, the Undefeateds, I mean, you can't even find Undefeated less than like $1,000 now. People just raking up the price, reaping up the benefits. And of course, my ones that I wish I can have, and his last shoe he wore was the Fade to Black. And, you know, I tried to get these things, but it just wasn't happening. They were always so expensive. Now I could probably never get them, because now people are asking for like $5 grand. That's, you see what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel right. I mean, I'm not hating on anyone trying to make any money, trust me, but to like profit off of someone's tragedy, that's where you gotta draw a line, you know. And that's, you know, I feel like I have a voice, and I just should bring it out there to, you know, to keep awareness. And you know what? Shouts to all the resellers out there that hasn't been doing this. You know, some of the people there. So not all resellers are bad. Not all resellers are the greedy resellers that people like to, you know, portray. Tier 0, he just told everyone. I mean, he has a couple hype Kobe's. He said people need to chill, let the man rest in peace. It hasn't even been 24 hours and people already trying to take advantage of this. And shouts to my Asian brother Penny. What's good? He's a sneaker reseller, one of the biggest sneaker resellers out there. Got the much respect for him. I got even more respect for him because he posts on his IG as a sneaker reseller. He will not be reselling any more Kobe shoes from now on. Rest in peace, Kobe. Like that's, and I have consigned to Urban Necessity before, and I got email from them. Dear consigners, due to the recent passing of Kobe Bryant, I respect his family and his legacy. They will not allow price changes on Kobe items that are consigned. Shouts to Urban Necessity, shouts to 2J's Kicks. That's how you know, big ups for that. The deepest respect for that. This is a tough time, and you know, one day it'll just pass, but you know, from the beginning of 2020, this has been pretty tough, man. And you know, I'm not gonna act like I'm the biggest Kobe fan by any means. No, I am not. I'll admit that, no cap. But still, a tragedy, something like that, it still hurts, and it's still, you know, someone you grew up watching, and for something like this to happen, especially with his daughter and everyone else that was on the helicopter. I mean, it's still, you know, it's still sad, man, and it really does. It breaks my heart, from the honest truth. I mean. You know, as a father, you know, I have 2 kids of my own that I love to death. Kobe was in the 2nd phase of his life, and he was just getting started. You know, after retirement, I feel like he was just getting started. I just couldn't imagine, you know, when everything was going down. You know, I've been getting a lot of questions. What is my favorite Kobe moment? You know, I can say like something like, you know, how many buzzer beaters has he had against, you know, the Suns on the playoff games, you know, stuff like that. But I think my absolute favorite Kobe moment, because I'm such a huge Michael Jordan fan, that it was during the '98 All-Star game, the passing the torch. And it was an All-Star game. Basically, it was like, I feel like it was a Kobe and Jordan head-to-head game. You know, I was, like I said, I was a little kid. And when I was watching, I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan, and here this like young guy playing head to head with him. You know, it was a show. It was a fantastic, great show. And you know, me as a little kid, like, who's this guy? Like, who's he think he is? Like, who's he? You know, and he was going straight at him, and they were both going straight at him. That's what passing torch was, because we all knew back in '98 that this could be Jordan's last season and last All-Star. And yeah, man, passing the torch to one into the next greatest. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep dwelling over this, man. This is the oh man, this is tough, man. And with all this craziness with, you know, Kobe and Nike, and actually shouts to Nike, because Nike has stopped production on Kobe products right now because with the whole incident. So shouts to Nike for that. But you know, people still want this stuff. You know, people still want this to remember by. And you know, why not? How about Nike come out with like some of these exclusive shoes, like the Fade to Blacks or something like that? You know, have like, make it GR or make it pre-order, or you know, something. Make it like a Nike ID, so where you have to be sure you want this, and to make it profitable so everyone can get it. You know, I think everyone deserves to have something to remember by, definitely. But I just, before I end the video, I just want to say, you know, thank you, Kobe. You know, he has inspired me, because his work ethics is none other. And I call it, you know, everybody want to call it the Mamba mentality, and I will proceed to go on with that with my career as well. I will push as hard as I can and work harder. But am I a different animal in the same beast? You know, stuff like that, you know, it's just, so that is inspiring, and you know, thank you. So, appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. I'm Chris. Peace.